Thank you guys so much for jumping on to our Intro to Canva workshop. Canva is an awesome tool for creating all sorts of assets for your business that look super professional. And best of all, you can use Canva for free. Canva offers a paid version that has more features and customization options. But for a lot of people that are just starting out with graphic design and maybe aren't ready to purchase a ton of programs, the free version works well too. So be sure to stick around to the end to get as much as you can out of the session. If you have any questions, feel free to use the Q&A feature, or you can email our team anytime at hello@flourishconsultingservices.com. And then we're also going to open it up at the end for a Q&A session. So keep in mind that since this session is an intro to Canva, we're going to highlight the platform's basic features and how to use them to create branded collateral for your business or for personal use. So you'll be able to take the skills you learned today and apply them to other kinds of designs. And also keep in mind that the more you use the tool, the more comfortable and creative that you'll become. So before long, you'll all be Canva pros. So I'll be switching back and forth from this presentation to Canva to kind of walk you guys through the features in real time. But like I said, try not to feel overwhelmed because you'll be able to rewatch the webinar, the workshop at a later time. And Flourish also offers a variety of other workshops. So be sure to follow us on social media or check out our website to learn more. So welcome to our intro to Canva. We're glad you could all be here, and kudos to you for taking the first step to sharpen your graphic design skills. A little bit about us. Flourish is a woman-owned small business based in Huntsville, Alabama, and we're a full-service marketing and public relations agency. We support businesses of all sizes to include strategic planning, digital marketing, web development, media and public relations, social media, and so much more. We have a stellar team, which includes our CEO, Megan Nivens-Tannett, Logan Kate, Morgan Sanders, Merritt Malone, and myself. So like I've said, my name is Presley Price. I'm a graduate from the University of North Alabama, and I joined the Flourish team in 2019. I help assist our clients through strategic marketing and public relations, but I also have a background in graphic design, and it's one of my favorite skills. So with that being said, let's dive in. So today we'll be covering why we love Canva, how to use all of the unique features that Canva houses, and then we're going to put those newly learned skills in action by creating your first design. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to customize the templates that Canva offers to match your brand and your messaging, but I'll also teach you how to maximize your own creativity by making a design from scratch. So let's get into a quick overview of Canva. So Canva has millions of users across 179 countries, creating 10 new designs every second, resulting in over 300 million designs created since its launch. So if your business isn't using Canva, you're missing out because businesses all over the world are taking advantage of this tool. But don't worry about FOMO because you'll be boasting your own Canva skills soon. Canva offers a library of over 60,000 free templates and 3 million stock images that can be edited and branded to match your company. The software is available on desktop, iPad, and iPhone with Android soon to launch. So what this means is you can create designs just about anywhere and your media will sync across your devices. So if you create a design on your computer, you can also download it on your phone and vice versa. So we absolutely love Canva because it saves our business time, energy, and money. I'm trained in Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop, but I'm still able to accomplish that same sleek and professional look that I'm going for in a fraction of the time using Canva. And Canva is also very inexpensive compared to the other graphic design software. So all in all, Canva allows you to create more content in less time with less money. So just take a look at just a glimpse of the designs that you can create using Canva, from logos, GIFs, social ads, to resumes, business cards, and brochures. You can truly do it all on Canva. So Flourish uses Canva for our own business and clients. So here we have a brand guide, a Spotify playlist cover art, a social media meme, a brochure, a website banner, and a coloring sheet these all were created within Canva. So Canva offers 3 different versions, free, pro, and enterprise. The free version comes equipped with over 100 design types and hundreds of thousands of free photos and graphics. Obviously, as you increase the amount you pay per month, the functionality will increase, with the enterprise account offering the most options and increased customer support. So, in our opinion, the best bang for your buck is going to be the pro account. So, you'll be able to create a brand kit that's custom to your company, including your logo, color palette, and your fonts. You'll be able to resize graphics with one click instead of having to start from scratch. You'll have access to millions more stock photos and videos. You'll have the ability to upload your own branded fonts. And plus, you'll increase your functionality to be able to remove backgrounds from photos and create designs with transparent backgrounds. So, to put some more context behind these awesome features, we'll take a look at a logo with and without a transparent background. So, on the left, we have the Flourish logo on top of the white background, which is the standard for a free account. If you make a logo in the free account and download it, the white square is going to follow your design. So if you go to add this logo onto a different design, that ugly white square is going to follow. But Canva Pro allows you to download logos and other types of designs on transparent backgrounds and get rid of that ugly white rectangle, which makes us very happy. Additionally, the background removing feature that's available for pro accounts allows for more freedom in your designs. So you can go from the left to the right with one click, and it's really, really simple. So some of you guys may already have an account. So if you do, you can just chill out for just a moment, and I'm going to quickly go over how to create an account. So if you're creating your first account, you'll automatically get the free account with the option to upgrade to Pro. So you'll go to canva.com and sign up using either your email address, a Google account, or your Facebook account. Finally, you're going to select your account type. So since Flourish is a small business, we selected that option, but others are available, such as a teacher, student, personal, large company, or nonprofit. So this is actually an important step because Canva will generate templates that are relevant to your business based on your choice. So for example, if you were to choose teacher, Canva will recommend more design centered around lesson plans or worksheets, whereas small businesses may receive more recommended templates around sale ads or event posters. Next, you'll get the option to invite your team to collaborate by email address. So your team will be able to view, edit, and download your designs. But keep in mind, this step is completely optional and you can return to it at a later time.
So Presley, we have a question in the chat box about whether that $12.99 is per user or if it's for the team. And so I have a follow-up question to that once you answer that. Is this for the enterprise level or pro level? And are you paying per person or one team account with multiple users?
So Flourish uses, we pay for one subscription, and that's through Megan, and she has invited us all as collaborators. So we're all able to kind of work on the designs in real time together.
Okay.
And so that price, the $12.99, you can use it for a team.
Okay.
For the enterprise package, that price is per user per month.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Starla said thank you too.
Awesome. Okay, so now that we know how to set up an account, I'm gonna move on to Canva's features. So this is where I'm gonna switch over to Canva so we can kind of walk through those in real time. Okay, so this is what the Canva homepage looks like. And here you can browse through different dimensions, or you can view the designs that you've already created. So Canva has tons of different options for designs, or you can use custom dimensions to make sure that you get the right fit. So for the purpose of this exercise, I am just going to create a Facebook post. Okay, so first, let's talk about templates. Templates show the true magic behind Canva. They're pre-designed layouts that you can use to jumpstart your own designs, and they're 100% customizable. So you'll click the Templates tab on the upper left corner of the page, and you can scroll through thousands of free templates that are available, and you can tell that they're free by the free icon in the lower corner of the design. Let's see. So all you have to do to add a template is just simply click on the design, and Canva will automatically size the template to your design. And next, you can click to adjust to reflect your own messaging. And you can also change the colors of the design and make it, 100% reflective of your brand. Okay, so the Photos tab will house all of Canva's stock images. So you can browse through the photos or search by theme to find images that might match the look that you're going for. So here, I just want to keep in mind that photos that are specific to your business will be ideal if they're high quality. However, if you're lacking those high quality images, Canva's selection of stock photography is a great second option. So some of the images in this section will be free with a free account. Most will be free with a pro account, and then there are a select variety that are paid even with a pro account. But I haven't personally used an image that we had to pay for with our pro account. So it's a very limited number of photos that you'd have to pay for. Okay. So I'll just go back so we can kind of cover off on a lot of things at once. Okay, so next we have elements. The elements tab will house grids, frames, illustrations, shapes, stickers, charts, and gradients. So grids are great for photo collages. Frames are perfect for holding images. Plus, they automatically crop and size your selected photo to fit. And then finally, we have illustrations, which are those cute little icons, drawings, and emojis that can add flair to any design. So next, we have my personal favorite element, which is stickers. So stickers are eye-catching animations that you can add to web designs such as ads or social media posts. I love these because they can quickly grab somebody's attention and they really make your design stand out, and they're super cute. You can also add charts or gradients to convey information or just add a fun pop of color. So we're going to jump into how to use gradients a little bit later in the workshop too. Okay. So I can quickly scroll through some of the different types of elements that you can add to any design. And the best thing about these is with a lot of them, you can customize the colors to match your brand. Okay, so next, let's look at how to add text to your design. So say you want to delete this and start from scratch. To add text, you can either add a heading, a subheading, or a body of text, or you can simply press the T key on your keyboard and it'll automatically create a text box for you. So that is extremely convenient. You can also browse through different pre-selected font choices that Canva has generated. So they have a lot of really cute options that you can add. And of course, they're customizable as well.
I love that one, especially for International Women's Month, Women's History Month.
Yes. Okay, so you can also change the size of your text either by dragging it like this, or you can pick a predetermined number, or just simply hit the plus sign to slowly kind of add the different size. Another thing that you can do is adjust the spacing. So if you wanted the letters more spaced out, you could increase it like that. Of course, we'll make the text box a little bit bigger. You can space the letters out. You can bring them closer together. And then you can also adjust the line height. So if you want more space in between the different lines, you can do that with this slider. Another great thing about the text tab is that you can search for different themes. So if you wanted to look up birthday, it would generate different font combinations that use the word birthday that you could add to like an invitation if you were creating an invitation. Okay, so you can also add stock music to video templates, and you'll be able to edit the volume of the music and trim it down to match the video's length, which is a really neat feature. Video is a newer feature on Canva, and you can add video to any design where it makes sense. So you obviously wouldn't add a video to like a printable resume, but for any kind of web ad, a social post, you can add videos just like you could a photo. And then on top of the video, you can add stickers, shapes, text, anything that you would be able to add with a normal design. So when you go to download, you would just need to make sure that you download as an MP4, and you can also download as a GIF too. But MP4 is more recognized on social media platforms. Okay. So your uploads will house any media that you upload to Canva to use for your designs. So this can include photos, videos, logos, anything that you want to add to your designs that you have on your own computer. So to upload media to Canva, you would just click the upload media button at the top, or you can simply drag from your desktop to this open area and it'll add it for you. Okay.
So this might be a good time. There's another question on here. It says, what format does Canva allow you to save the file as? Like PDF, PNG, JPEG, and I guess that would be for more still photos. But she's saying because different resolutions are needed depending on the application, like lower res for social media, and then you would need a higher pixelation for the like print materials or larger posters. So what formats does it allow you to do that in?
Absolutely. So when you go to download, you can download as a PNG or a JPEG, which we would recommend for the social posts. You can also download as a PDF standard or a PDF print. So a PDF standard will be a smaller file size, and the print will be for those printed materials. You can also download an SVG if you're a pro user, which will be kind of that vectorized graphic that you would need for a logo, so that if you were to use the logo, you could increase the size and have it wouldn't affect the quality of the image. You can also download as an MP4 or a GIF. So does that answer your question?
I think so. Karen will have to tell us if it answers her question. Is it important to know what the application you're going to be doing this for when you start out? Because wouldn't your pixels per, is it pixels per inch? Would you pick a particular template that it's going to go ahead and make sure it's the correct resolution at the outset, or is that something you can adjust after the fact?
So I think one of the most important steps is that step at the beginning where you go on the homepage and choose,
Okay.
the
So it's
right
to make sure.
dimensions.
Okay, cool.
So you know, it'll kind of determine the quality of the image, and then you can also um, let's just add something so I can show you guys. You can also increase the size and increase the quality with this slider as well.
Oh, cool. Very
Yeah,
cool. What a great feature. So if you started out thinking you were doing it for Facebook, but then decided you might want to print some flyers too, you could do that slider to get kind of a more detailed image for print quality.
right. And then
That's
another
awesome.
option that is really, really handy is if you're a pro user, you can do the resize option. So, say you just spent all this time making a Facebook post, but now you want to make it into a flyer.
Mhm.
You can just resize basically with one click, um, and it'll make a copy of your design for you without having to start from scratch, which is a really, really handy tool.
That is
That's
fabulous.
great. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Karen, that answers your question too, right?
It definitely does. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Okay, so backgrounds will house different colors, patterns, and gradients that you can use for the foundation of your design. So to add a background to your design, let's see. Oh, I like that one. All you have to do is click it, and it automatically adds it for you, which is really neat. You can also use folders to organize your designs. So free users can create 2 folders, and if you upgrade to Pro, you can create an unlimited number of folders to kind of help you keep your folders organized. So Flourish uses the folders to kind of separate our different clients that have different designs, and even different things for Flourish. So say we had Flourish social media posts, Flourish brochures. You could separate them all using the folders. Okay. So Canva also has a number of apps, integrations, and tools that you can use to get the most out of each design. So some of our favorites are color palettes, Giphy, and QR code. So color palettes are great if you're still in the branding phase of your company. Canva will allow you to browse through thousands of hand-picked color palettes to show what colors will work well together. Plus, you can search by keyword to find a color palette that kind of goes with the look and feel of your company. So I searched the word floral to get this beautiful combination. And once you choose a color palette that you like, Canva will give you the unique hex code for each color so that you can add it to your library on Canva. That way, you don't have to look up these colors every time you want to create a design, and you don't have to guess. You'll have that unique code that will allow you to use the different colors in each design. Giphy is a tool that you can use to add GIFs or animations that aren't already in that stickers library. So you can also use the tool to create your own GIF from any video and add it to your design, which is really cool. And lastly, we love to use QR codes for printed materials like flyers or print ads. So you can now make your own QR code without having to leave Canva by scrolling down to the More tab on the left-hand side of the screen under folders, and we can walk through it in just a moment. But it's super quick and easy. And once you're finished, you'll have a QR code that looks kind of like this. And users can scan that code with the camera on their phone, and it will take them to any link that you choose, such as your Facebook page, a landing page, your website, or a video. So now we're going to jump back over and we're going to create our first design from scratch. I'm going to open it up for any questions before we do that, actually. Do we have any more questions? Okay. Okay, so like I said, it might not be possible for you to work on Canva while you watch the workshop, but don't worry, because the Catalyst is going to have this available to rewatch, and you can also download the slides. So don't feel overwhelmed. We're going to walk through it together, and then you can retrace my steps to create your own design in real time. Okay. So like I said, first we're going to choose our dimensions. That's probably the most important step. So you want to make sure that you pick the right dimensions for the platform that you're using. So like I said, you can scroll through a list of popular designs, or you can create a custom design if you need to, custom dimensions. So for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to choose an Instagram post. So before we get started on the actual design, I'll go through a few more of the buttons and what they do. So the File button works sort of like the File tab in a Microsoft Word document. So you can make sure your designs are saved, you can start a new design, you can download your design or make a copy. You can also turn on margins and rulers by clicking on them, which is great, especially for printed materials. And you can also show the print bleed, which is really great for print especially. And so you can click those on and off just by clicking on the different buttons.
So Presley, speaking of print bleed, we have a question saying, can this be used to create printable product labels?
I think as long as you did the custom dimensions, I would think that you would be able to. I think, yeah, it would also kind of be up to your printer. I know a lot of them will have the different pre-selections, but you could definitely make them. It just depends on if your printer would kind of accept that format. But you would use the custom dimensions to do that too. Okay, so next, you have the magic resize option that we just went through. So say you just created a Facebook post and you wanted to change it into an Instagram story, you can do that simply with just a few clicks instead of having to start all the way from scratch. You can also see the undo button. So this just allows you to go one step back. So say you accidentally deleted something that was really important. All you have to do is press that undo button, and then you can also hit the redo button to re-perform that action. So it's also really important to name your design to keep things organized. So to add a title, you just simply click this box up here and type your title in. So this is where you can also share the design with your teammates so they can collaborate, and they can also download the design from this toolbar up here. So other options, other tools that you can use are the zoom tool. So say you need to get really granular with the design, you can zoom all the way in, or you can zoom all the way out. Okay. You can also add a page. So let me click on something just so you guys can see how this works. You can add a page, or you can make a copy of a page. So if you make a copy of the page, any kind of design, text, picture, graphic will automatically copy into the next page. Okay, so let's get started with our first design. For the first step, you want to choose a background. So keep in mind that you can use a solid photo, a solid color, a photo, a gradient, or a video as your background. So for my design, I'm going to say that I work at a local boutique that wants to promote a spring sale. So I'm going to browse through the stock photos, and I'm just going to type in shopping. And then Canva will give you different options that kind of go with that word. So I'm just going to choose this one. You can drag it. If you hover over this left top corner, Canva will automatically fill the design with your picture. So next you can edit the photo to make sure that it aligns with your branding. So you can crop to show a different portion of the picture. You can flip horizontally or vertically without distorting the image. So say you want to put the text over here, but since her head is over here, it kind of would make the design hard to read. You could just flip it and keep the text here, and it wouldn't distort the message that you're trying to send. You can also add filters, just like you would with Instagram or Snapchat, and you can adjust the harshness of the filter with this slider. You can also add cool effects to different photos, such as the duotone, or you can add pixelated effects. And this is also where you can do the background remover with just one click. So, if you were doing this in Photoshop, it's much more complicated. So on Canva, you can just hit this button, give it a second to work its magic. And it takes the background completely out of the photo. So another thing that they've recently added is you can erase more of the photo. So say I wanted to erase this bag. You could brush it away, or you can restore different types of the picture with this tool. So say it had cropped out some of her hair that you want to see, so it's not a harsh line. You could just go back over that with the restore button, and it would restore that part of the picture. Okay. So another thing you can do is adjust the picture. So I want this picture to be a bright, airy, spring, summer vibe. So I am going to increase the brightness, so you can increase and decrease kind of the exposure on the photo. You can also adjust the contrast. I'm going to increase it just a little bit. Saturation, kind of make it dull or vibrant color. You can give it a tint. You can blur out the picture. This is another option that kind of is almost like another type of tint. And then you can also kind of add in that inner glow using that tool. Okay, so now let's add some text to our design. So remember, with social posts and ads, you want to keep things really short and simple, but always include a call to action. So if you want your customers to do something like message you or visit your website or use a discount code, you want to tell them that in the graphic. So I am just going to hit the T key on my keyboard to create a text box. You can increase the size like that. I'm just going to type in spring sale. I'm going to change the font. This is one that we use a lot. Something I like to do is kind of make these letters line up. And you can use what's called smart guides to make sure that they're evenly lined. If you'll see those small purple lines popping up. So if you select both of these items together using the shift key, you can kind of group them together and increase the size at the same time. Something else that Canva has added recently is text effects, which are really cool. Some of my favorites are hollow and then curve. Curve is a game changer because before you could only kind of do this in the Adobe suite. But Canva makes it so much easier to do. And so if you had like an emblem and you wanted something at the top and something on the bottom, you could do that extremely easily using Canva. So I'm going to add the effect to sale. Add that back on top. And then you can also change the color of your text. Like I said, I want this to be kind of springy and summery, so I'm just going to use this default color. But something else you can do is select your own color from the new color selection. So you can just change that if you want to go a little bit darker, or say you want to really change things up and go blue. You can do that using the color selection tool. And then this is where you could also import a hex code. So you would copy a hex code that you want to use and paste it into this this text box, and it would bring up your specific color that you're wanting to use. And then, of course, if you have the Pro account, you can save different brand kits for different clients or different projects that you're working on. And one of the best things about Canva is it automatically saves all of your changes as you make them. So say your laptop dies right as you finish your design. You don't have to worry about if your design was saved. It'll automatically be saved when you turn your laptop back on. Yes.
So, quick question: how do you view all the various photos if you want to browse them to help decide on the membership model? You just scroll through and you see a little crown.
Yeah, so if you want to scroll through different kind of photos to see which ones would be free and which ones are paid, you can kind of just browse through here, and the Pro icon will pop up for ones that you would have to pay for unless you have the Pro account, and then the free picture will pop up on photos that you can use no matter what account type you have.
So you know that the left scroll that you have where it says templates, uploads, photos.
Yes.
Okay. Do you only see that once you started a project?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But if you wanted to look through, okay, so say you wanted to look through templates, you can do that on the home. You can do that on the home page. So see, it has different options. So say you wanted an Instagram post, you could click on one of these templates, or a Facebook post, posters, flyers, logos. So when you only have the option to look at that specific sidebar if you've started a project, but you can still look through templates without having already chosen a project.
Okay. And okay, so templates, I see how you can see, but to see the photos, you have to start the project.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. My little toolbar is getting in the way. Okay. So So now we can add something that'll really make your design kind of stand out. So you guys know one of my favorite elements to add to a web design is stickers. So you could just go to elements, and I want a sticker that kind of goes with the theme of my design. So I'm going to look up shopping stickers, and you can see some of the different options that Canva kind of puts together for you that kind of match what you're going for. But I'm going to choose this cute little script with the underline on it. You can also drag and make it the size that you want. And then this tool can kind of help you angle the different design however you want to place it. So since this is a sticker and not a still element, you won't be able to change the color. So with any of these items that are moving, that are considered a sticker, you won't be able to change the color. But any of these kind of, let's see. Any of these types of items you can change to match your branding. Okay, so another technique that I like to use to make my designs more dynamic is to add layers. So you can stack elements on top of one another to add depth and contrast to your designs. So I started with a photo as my background, but say I want this text to be more clear. I'm gonna add a gradient. You can adjust the size to fit. I'm going to make both of the colors white. And so this is great, but I really want the most concentrated amount of color to be behind the words, not on top of her. So you can flip horizontally and vertically to put the concentrated color in this corner. And then you can also send this to the back of the design to make sure all of the words and elements are at the top, just like you would, with Microsoft Word. And then you can also adjust the transparency of the gradient so that we can see more of the picture and have less of that harsh white, but it still creates some depth so that you're able to more clearly read the design, the words, the text, and the design. Okay, so I want to walk through a few more of the cool things you can do on Canva. So right along the same vein, I'm going to do another boutique ad. I'm going to do a more neutral color scheme on this one just to change things up a little bit. So with gradients, you'll most likely have 2 to 3 different colors that you can choose from. So I'm going to start with this color, but I'm going to darken it up just a little bit. And then for this color, if you want to change the other color on the design, you'll just click this different color up at the top. And I'll change that to this color. And then you can adjust the transparency. So if you want to copy a specific element, you can do it with a gradient. You can do it with a text box. You can do it with anything. If you just want to make a simple copy, you can hit this plus sign. It's a duplicate button. And another great thing, another tool, is you can also lock items. So if you're moving things around in the design, you won't disturb something that you don't want to be moved, which it can be tricky when you're moving a lot of different elements on the page and you don't want to move something specific. You can just lock that item into place, and you can't change anything about it until you unlock the image or unlock the element. So I'm just going to make different copies of this text box that'll go all the way down the page. And I'm purposefully, kind of spacing them really weird. Okay. So we're almost done, guys. So one of my favorite features, and this is so convenient, is that you can select all of these. Say you want them to all line up and be spaced evenly. You can select all of these at the same time, holding down the Shift key and just clicking. If you go to the Position tab and hit under Space Evenly, Tidy Up, it automatically aligns those and spaces them evenly, which is so convenient instead of having to, move one item at a time. It's a lifesaver. It changed the game when I discovered that feature. So you can also move items all at the same time if you've grouped them together. So one more tool that Canva has recently added is the Animate tool. So you can go from a still graphic to a video using this. So I'll just show you an example. It kind of lagged there a little bit. So that would change it from a still graphic to a video. And there's different types of effects that you can choose from, which are really cool. You can also do photo animations. So that would give the photo itself that kind of zoom effect. There's a flow effect and rise. So I like the way that the sale all comes in at different times, but say you wanted everything in the page to come in at the exact same time. All you have to do is select the elements, group them together, and then they'll all come in at the same time. Like I said, I like the way they come in separately, but sometimes you just need those words to come in at the same time. Okay, let's see. Okay, one more thing, y'all. You can also now add a drop shadow to any picture, which is also something that you couldn't do, or you could only do in Photoshop before. So you just go to Effects and scroll down, or if it's not there, you can look it up. And it's really, really easy. And you can also adjust the transparency, the angle, the offset, how big you want it to be. You can also blur it out, and you can change the color of the shadow. So that's a really cool filter that you weren't able to do until like last week. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then another great tool is the smart mockups. So if you want to see your logo on a t-shirt, on a card, on a laptop screen, you can do that to show kind of a mock-up of what you would want something to look like. And you can also adjust that. So if you wanted to have the logo more in the center, you can move it up or down or to the side. And then you can also change, the color of the shirt. So that's another really great tool that you can use. Okay, so I think that's going to be all. I'm going to open it up for some questions, and then I'm going to put up our contact information. So you can see that email address if you guys have any questions. Feel free to email us, visit our website, follow us on social media. We post a lot of different Canva tips and tricks on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. And we also have a variety of other workshops, marketing strategy, Facebook, Instagram, lots of different things. So if you're interested in marketing or social media or graphic design, visit our website. You can also sign up for our newsletter. We send out tips there. But with that being said, I'm going to open it up to different questions. I'm hearing that you guys want to do a deeper dive. There really is so much that you can do with the tool. So it's hard to fit everything in an hour. That's why I kind of had to go a little bit fast.
You know what we can ask them right now, drop in the comments what types of designs they're looking
I was just reading that too, Presley, and sounds like we'll have to see what we can do to get together with you guys to put together a Canva 201.
Absolutely.
for.
So quick poll for the group. What kind of designs are you guys most looking to create? Like a flyer or a Facebook post, recruitment, sales? What are you looking for?
One thing we didn't even scratch the surface on is the development of video. You can do all video assets too, which are phenomenal. I mean, that's one I don't even think we really talked too much on that.
We touched on it just a little bit, but you can use it to create, honestly anything. We did a lot of video ads using Canva, and it's a lot easier than using Premiere Pro or what is it, Final Cut Pro. It's really easy to create videos in Canva too, and you can almost have like a B-roll clip, and then you can also import your own videos to add to different templates. You can add a bumper to the front and the back. You can add music, and then it all kind of downloads seamlessly. So if you're doing an ad, if you're doing like an actual video, I would probably say use one of the more advanced tools. If it's going to be like a 3 to 5 minute video, I would definitely use a different tool. But if it's going to be under a minute, Canva is a great tool to kind of put that together.
I feel a series coming on. Megan, I know you're listening.
Yeah. I think that would be ideal, honestly.
Yeah, like this could be, there's so much stuff. I had no idea Canva could do all of this. This is amazing.
Presley has barely scratched the surface of how deep you can go. I mean, especially as a small business, from logo development, brand establishment, to a series of templates that can be used across the board with business cards, mugs, templates, I mean, all sorts of stuff. So honestly, being able to gauge from the group what the greatest need is, then we custom design a presentation and a workshop where we can carve out more time if need be, or do it over an hour and a half lunch and just really open it up. And I can help facilitate questions in the background, and Presley can just jump in and do things real time. She's a whiz. The tool's phenomenal, and honestly, and it's very affordable and very easy to use. So you just need to get started. So.
Like a build your brand Canva workshop series. I think we could I love when beautiful ideas are born. So I think that's great. That's exciting. Y'all, this is fantastic.
Awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen the chat box so active at the end of a workshop.
Just reiterate call to action.
Which I will say for you, Megan, so we can look at the topics that they're suggesting.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if you can, definitely save it, because I'm going through looking at it now. I don't know that I can type that fast. So
Yeah, no, I got you.
Awesome. And another thing, if you guys want to send emails to our hello@flourishconsultingservices.com about different ideas that you'd like to see in our next workshop, send those over to us. And we'll also have a Canva blog coming out this month on our website and in our newsletter that'll kind of recap some of the things that we chatted about. So be sure to visit our website for more information. Email us with any questions or ideas for our next workshop. And then follow us on social media, because we post a lot of tips and tricks on there as well. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for having me. It was super fun. I'm so excited that you guys seem to have gotten a lot from it. So it's really exciting. Thank you.
This was absolutely fantastic. Thank y'all so much. Presley, Megan, this was amazing. And I love the, in all caps, I hope everybody's seeing that in the chat box. For free, ladies, for free. Who doesn't love to get good stuff for free, but even more so to get invaluable, great stuff for free. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So does anybody have any questions? If you want to come off mute or come on camera. Now's your time.
Hey, Presley. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. This is Karen Wu. Listen, I have a question for Presley. So you said that if so, Canva can do videos, but if it's going to be greater than a minute, can you recommend what we should use? And do you also do consulting with whatever that software might be?
So what we use for a lot of our video editing is Premiere Pro, which is an Adobe Creative Suite software. It is on the more pricey side. I think it's maybe between maybe around $30 a month to kind of use that. It could be more than that. We use the all-encompassing Creative Suite, so I'm not sure how much that one is specifically. You can also use iMovie for free, and I know Final Cut Pro is another software that a lot of people use. Premiere Pro is the one that I'm the most fluent in. We haven't offered workshops on Premiere Pro in the past, but oh yeah, a good option is Chrissy. What's her last name? Miss Scary. On Instagram, her name is Za Crizzy, Crisy, Crizzy. She is a graphic designer in the area, and she does a lot of great stuff with the Creative Suite. So I know she offers a lot of great resources there. So she would be a great option to check out if you're looking to get in more of the Premiere Pro type.
Okay. Can you type her name in the chat box? I didn't catch the spelling on that. I'm sorry.
Yes, Megan is typing it now.
Okay. And did you say that one of your services is that you help recommend type of website that we should use?
Definitely.
I'm stuck with that. Yeah, I'm stuck at the moment.
Yeah, we do website development in-house as well. So we can, consult or we can also build it out for you. Depending on the different needs that you need, how you want it to look, what platform we think is going to be best for you and your business. We could definitely help you out.
Okay, can it go both ways if I need help designing it from the beginning, or what if I already had designs and I could bring them to you and then you could help build it at that point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.